What is going on, my iHots? Today we're going to be doing an educational breakdown of the first right qualifier and why I think Cloud9 is the best team on Bind. Like, hands down, that Cloud9 is the best team on Bind. At least NA. I don't really watch any EU stuff, but NA, Cloud9 is by far the best team on Bind. I'm going to explain why. It's going to be an educational breakdown. I'm going to go through their team comp, everything, the way they hold their angles, the way they play as a team. I'm only going to do a select few rounds just because that's what I want to do. I'm going to go like super in depth with this, guys. It'll teach myself how to get better and also teach you guys how to get better. It's going to be a good learning experience for everybody. If you guys enjoy this content, please subscribe. I stream usually 3 to 4 times right here on my YouTube channel. Pretty hype, guys. Currently, we're sitting at like Plat Diamond Elo. I really can't go higher or lower. It sucks because I'm solo queuing, and I live in the EU. So if you guys don't know, Russians are chat banned. And I get in a lot of games with Russians, and they can't talk. So it's like the most frustrating thing you'll ever experience in your life. Alright, guys. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to take a look at is each team's team comps. All these team comps are pretty much similar. They're gonna have some sort of a flasher, and that's usually gonna be either Phoenix or Reyna. Or sometimes teams will throw in a Jet instead. But Raze is almost always a pick on this map from what I've noticed. And then Omen and Silva are always a pick on this map. 100%. Those are like 100% locks. Raze, Omen, and Silva are going to be 100% locks for every team that's throughout the board. That's what I noticed. Occasionally you'll see a Viper thrown in instead of Silva. But that's very rare. And then you're always going to see either Cypher or Killjoy. I think Killjoy is better because of the way Cloud9 uses her. I'll show you guys that. Honestly, I think Killjoy is just stronger right now because, like, even if you're dead, Killjoy stuff will still shoot at the person, whereas Cypher, you can avoid his tripwires and stuff. Also, Killjoy is really annoying. There's, like, lineups you can do with her mollies and stuff. It's crazy all the stuff you can do with her now. Alright, guys, so what Cloud9 bought right here is they're going to have Light Shield on Silva, and they're going to be running an owl drone with him, which is really, really smart. I like that because you can take it through teleporter and check what's going on. I'm pretty sure that's what they do this round. And then you see their Omen bought a ghost. I recommend Omen to always buy a ghost and either and then a teleport and a flash to help out his teammates. You're gonna see why this flash is gonna come useful this round. And then you're gonna have Mitch buy a frenzy. And I believe Mitch also bought a nade and an alarm bot, which is a really good buy, honestly. Have as much utility as you can with Killjoy. You could also go light shield. I don't know why he didn't elect light shield, but that's just his preference, I guess. But either way, that's really good. Then TenZ, he went with a flash, and then he went with 2 of his overkill abilities, which is pretty standard for Reyna. And then you're gonna see what this Raze does. I'm not gonna go over her utility. You guys are just gonna see what she's gonna do. This is nuts. All right, guys, we're gonna let you guys watch this first round just to like show what they do. This is pretty crazy, guys. Like, this is actually insane. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. No, I'll just leave it. Oh, sorry, I had to sneeze, guys. But yeah, this is insane what they do here, guys. I'll break it down after this. I'll let you guys just watch around, see how it plays out. Like, look at that. Nuts. Absolutely crazy. Alright, so we're going to rewind that and just show you guys what all went down right there. Okay, so right off the rip, you're going to see TenZ. He's going to use his Leer right here to blind from the right side. So he blinds like the right side, all those guys right there at the Leer. And then what the Omen did, he flashed left side of a short. So he's going to flash that Omen. And then, so they're just double flash. Like, they don't know what's going on. And with this, TenZ is going to push up. And then Raze is just going to double satchel and just yeet herself into the team as a distraction. That's great aggression, great team play all along. Like, you can't do this in solo queue. Like, there's no way. You have to like literally practice this shit. It actually almost worked. If she hit her shots, she could have just yeeted a bunch of people, but she just choked her shots. Like, it was just a great distraction. They got lots of intel. Now they know they're all A. That's like a major thing. They realize that they're all A side right now, just based off this. So even though she didn't get any kills or she didn't really damage anyone, just the intel alone is massive. Alright, so after that aggressive play, guys, I want you to watch right here. Cypher's going to be lurking up a showers. The reason he's doing this is because of that intel, they know everybody's playing short A right here. So he's going to lurk up, which actually wasn't a bad idea. He's lurking super slow. Unfortunately, the Cypher cammed right there and saw that he was on the flank because the Cypher had a cam over there. That's the only reason he got that kill. If the Cypher didn't cam right there, he would have had like 2 easy kills easily. That was a really smart play on Silva's part, just unlucky that Cypher had a cam there. So now it's a 3v5. Like, that's honestly terrible. They really haven't done any damage to anybody. However, they got a lot of intel, so they know they're all A short right now. So most likely they're gonna rotate. You're gonna see Killjoy is holding site solo. That's really smart because she has her bot. She has her bot and her turret, knowing that'll like alert when stuff happens. So Cloud9's gonna start going for a rotate now. The reason they're gonna start going for a rotate is just based off there's no shots or anything. And that smoke usually will be just a decoy because you see I only threw one. Usually you're going to throw two if you're going to do a full commit push, but he threw one. That was a little sus. So after that one smoke, they decided to rotate, which is actually really smart. Also, it's only a 3v5, so over rotating wouldn't be a terrible option at this point because you just have to hold your numbers, you know. A big thing about like competitive play is that you need to just always have numbers, you know. Don't play alone. Like always have at least 1 or 2 people with you at a time.
Try to read into that strat. It worked out.
The reason you want like 1 or 2 people is just to trade. You know what I'm saying? Just trade kills and stuff.
Cloud9 are forced to stack somewhere, and they're stacking in the right spot, actually. We have 3 players inside this D side, and the whole roster of Envy are currently getting ready to walk into this site.
So one thing that's really interesting right here is that there's going to be this nade right here. This nade is a really good nade because it's going to kill for both default plant spots. Because I'll show you guys real quick. Hold up. Ooh. So on this map bind right here, you have 2 default plant spots, alright? You have this default plant spot, then you have this default plant spot. If you throw a nade right here, it's going to go through and hit if they plant right here and hurt them. It also hit right here if they plant. So really smart nade placement.
Envy now moving back towards B. This is a best case scenario right now for Cloud9. You got the stack here. Needed Shinobi to step up. Mitch is at least able to get one spamming through, and somehow is still alive, but the hot hands lands and he starts to just...
Unfortunately, it's just like, you know, there's outnumbered, but honestly, the way they played that was super freaking smart. If you think about it, like if they just had like 1 kill right there, that whole round would have just changed. If that Cypher didn't check that cam right there, they literally would have just probably won that round, hands down, because everybody was so focused on the raise. Like, it was insane. So honestly, it wasn't a bad round. They got a lot of intel out of it, besides just a pistol round. It's not a huge deal to lose pistol rounds, but I mean, it can add up over time, but yeah. Alright guys, so one thing I want you guys to keep in mind here is that Envy bought 4 Spectres. That is wild, considering usually people buy 2 guns, maybe 3 guns max, but they bought 4. So all their eggs are in the basket right now, because look at their money, 800, 500, 300, 200. If they lose this round, they are screwed for probably the next 1 to 2 rounds, because they literally have 0 money. And then look at what TenZ buys real quick. So everybody bought full abilities, but TenZ bought a Sheriff. Okay, keep in mind TenZ is a god, like easily the best player in the world, like easily the best player in the world. I think it's between him and Screams, honestly. But keep in mind that he bought a Sheriff with full abilities. If he gets 1 headshot, he overheals 50 HP right off the rip. He can drop his Sheriff and get to someone, or he can drop it, or he can just pick up a Spectre and he can just pop off with that 50. Plus he has 4 more times he can heal. And then you're also gonna have Vice by a Ghost. I'm not really quite sure why he bought a Ghost. I mean, it's more damage to the head, but I don't really get why he'd buy a Ghost. That's kind of a weird buy for Sova, but it's gonna work out in the end. You guys will see why. I'm gonna let this round play out just a little bit, and I'll start breaking down some stuff for you guys. So what they're gonna do here is they're gonna just put all their eggs in the basket on B, hoping that they're gonna push B. They're gonna leave 1 player A, but he's not gonna be like balls deep on site because he only has a classic. So they're gonna try and play for a retake and try and get maybe a few kills, hopefully. But they're trying to full stack right here to make sure that they can try get an easy kill and pick up a Spectre and just mess up their economy. So let's say if 1 person pushes long right here, they're screwed because there's gonna be 4 people shooting at them at one time. So you got to think 4 classics, that the odds of them killing aren't that high. Plus they throw his arrow here so they get early intel to see what's happening. So if there's no one here, they're just gonna freaking push up, go through their spawn. If there's someone there, then they're just gonna chill and just wait, you know. So the arrow hits nobody there. See, that's a really good arrow. I'll show you guys where that arrow hits. Hold up, I'll show you guys where that arrow hits real quick. So that arrow that he just shot, it's gonna hit over here. It's gonna hit right here on top of the sign. So like if you're playing over here, it's really hard to tell that there's gonna be an arrow there if you're focusing this angle. But also there's gonna be an arrow up there. You have to completely change your crosshair placement just to shoot the arrow, and then you're gonna get shot. That or you're gonna get hit by the arrow. They're gonna know you're there, so they can pre-fire you. So that's honestly a god tier arrow. You should definitely learn that lineup. I know that lineup. It's a really good lineup if you play Sova. Shout out to all my Sova mains. So back to the video now. So he's just completely giving up sight. He backs up, gets a shorty kill. I didn't see he bought a shorty until now. So yeah, he backed up, got a shorty kill. That's huge. You got an easy pick right there. So now it's a 4v1. And the Phoenix bought a Spectre. Keep that in mind. Phoenix bought a Spectre. So his eco is destroyed right now. So that's one person with just terrible eco. Unfortunately, he didn't get the Spectre, but he's just going to back up. They hear everybody teleport. Now they're all rotating back.
A nice way to kick things off here. For the attacking side, though, they're going to manage to scoop up control of that B site. They'll go ahead and secure the spike as well.
Okay, I don't even know what to say right there. Like, that's just nuts that TenZ hit that shot. Like, I don't even know what else to say right there. That's just crazy. TenZ gonna overheal. Keep in mind, that is 2 people that are gonna be broke the next round. 2 guns, that is huge, guys. Like, absolutely huge. Nobody on their team has gotten a kill yet. Another big thing is that TenZ is gonna be able to overkill right now, so he's gonna get more health. Like, look at this. 3 people are still full HP right now. Raze is half HP, so they're like in such a good position right now. And then Silva's really lit up right now. Now, one thing that was really smart by TenZ, he backed out of that fight. He was blind. I know he has a teammate there, but it was actually really smart to back up, because if he would have just kept engaging, 100% he would have died. Everybody knew he was there. Really smart. He's also playing with the relics right here, which is really smart. He has someone watching him in case they push up. The only thing I don't like about this is how Elbow is just wide open for them. None of them are watching Elbow, but then again, it's like the heat of a moment. They're in a big fight. But I just wish someone would be watching Elbow, because the Sova could have easily just pushed up, swung, and killed him Elbow. Now you saw them all flank. They were all on the flank. All Shinobi, Mitch, and all of them are on the flank. Like, they just overwhelmed. They just overwhelmed the Cypher. He got 1 pick, but I mean, they traded that immediately, which is huge. So now you got to think. Silva 50 HP. Cypher bought, so Cypher's completely broke now. You got to think they all bought abilities too, and they wasted lots of abilities, so they're all gonna be super broke.
Below 50 HP as they group up now and come through into Puga. They've actually managed to make this work. They've brought it down.
Now, big brain play. Sova drones out because they don't know where anyone is right now, honestly, because they honestly just don't. Everything's smoked off. So Sova's gonna drone out and just see where everyone's at. I like how the omen, this omen smoked here, because that way they just can't push out. It's an easy kill for him.
Out of 2 when the Sova gets dropped down to just around 5 HP. Mummy's on site with a full boat.
Unfortunately, so what happened was that Sova saw the drone. The drone didn't see him. He tried shooting the drone, but he whiffed the drone, as you guys could hear right there, and so it gave away the Sova's position. And since he missed the drone, it spotted the omen. So this is an easy round 1 for Cloud9 because of that. So then as soon as they get the intel that the omen's here, they swing that together. You see how they swing that together? Like, what you're going to notice is Cloud9 pushes everything together, like, really smart. So they swing this together. He kills the Reyna, or the Raze, and then TenZ trades him. Just an easy trade right there. For those of you guys who don't know trading, it's like when you die, and then your teammate kills after you die. So you're like, it pretty much just evens out what happened. There's a free trade. Well, actually, he didn't trade. I thought he traded right there. Never mind. But he's 17 HP. He's weak. You got a 2v2. Both these guys are weak. Like, easy round 1 for them. Like, this guy has 17 HP. This guy has like 5 HP. Both weak. They know where both of them are. Vice swings over there. They swing there. Easy round 1 for Cloud9. Honestly, they just played that so smart, guys. So smart. So now, for this round, guys, you guys look at their buys real quick, alright? They are completely broke right now, like, absolutely broke. So they might even be broke for next round, depending on what happens. And then you look here. They have so much money. Vice and Shinobi stay alive last round, so they're going to keep their Spectres. Then the other 3 that died are going to full buy. So even if they lose this round, they still have money to full buy next round, because they can buy for their teammates as well. Vice and Shinobi, and they can also buy themselves. And then TenZ will probably just go light shield or no shield since he's Reyna, and just gamble and try and get a kill, and then overheal and get shield. That's what they'll do a lot sometimes. Is like, if they can't full buy, TenZ will buy for someone, and then he'll just rock light shield or no shield, and he'll rely on getting a kill to overheal and get that 50 HP. It's a ballsy strat, but it will work. It can also change around. Alright guys, so right here, you're going to see Shinobi flat smoked right here, trying to delay them from pushing, which it did. But then the Phoenix is going to push up here and try and do a pop flash. If you guys don't know what pop flash is, it's when you flash out of smoke with Phoenix or Reyna. It's a really effective strat because you don't know which way they're going to push out after they flash. So he flashes. It was kind of a terrible flash. See, the only thing he really flashed is that corner. He didn't flash over here. It was kind of a bad flash in his part. And plus his Cypher's not really with him to trade him right there. His Cypher's kind of far back. So his Cypher should have swung out when he swung out. His Cypher should have swung out and held this angle. And then the Phoenix peeks that angle. They didn't play that very smart at all. See, this is Cypher's delayed. He's still in the smoke. The Cypher should be clearing this angle for him right now. Because look at how exposed he is now after that flash. Like, he's just completely exposed. No one's there to trade him. So he's just going to get the easiest one tap. Boom. Then he's just going to use this, dismiss away, and reposition. Gets one pick. Really big brain. They got the intel that one's there. Shinobi's going to flash and make them delay the push. See how good these guys play as a team? Like, it's actually insane. So one thing I like about this play right here, guys, is how he repositioned and held a really off angle. If you guys don't know what an off angle is, it's where you hold a really odd angle that you're not used to looking at. Because once you're at like a higher elo level, you're always gonna be looking at head level. So like, say like someone peeks here, this is about head level, so you can just one tap them. But the thing is though, no one's gonna be really clearing like up top like that. They'll be looking at heaven maybe, but no one's gonna be looking up top. They're gonna be checking box, this corner and stuff. They're not gonna be checking up on top of this box like this. So if you hold an off angle, you can usually get a few picks like he did there, just by standing at this off angle, because no one's really gonna pick you. Really smart. Recommend holding off angles a lot of the time if you're playing Jet or Raze or Omen. Even Sage can do it a lot too if you want to use your wall, but highly recommend doing that. It's like a big thing you can do. It's easy, free kills. No one's gonna be expecting it.
But the character that also has a flash and a self-heal as TenZ escapes with the distance like he's done many times in the
So yeah, guys, that was just honestly, they just played that so well. And the main thing I want you guys to take from this round is that none of them died right here. None of them died. They didn't give up any free guns to them. That is huge. So now they're going to be pretty decently broke, all the MV still. Like, some of them might have to be by light shield if they've used abilities. I wasn't quite sure if anyone used abilities. I didn't get to see the whole thing. But if they used abilities, some of them have to buy light shield in order to buy out, which isn't that good because everyone's running a Phantom, so they're just able to one tap. Alright guys, so now I'm going to show this first buy round, and after this I'm just going to skip around a little bit and show you guys some big parts of this game. But I'm just going to show you the first buy round, show you guys what they did. Alright, so everybody full bot as you guys can tell, so here we go, let's see what happens here.
Hopefully they can get something going. Vice gonna go aggressive off the bat with a recon dart, the same fired back at.
They hit by a recon dart. They're playing together right here, they're stacking over here. The reason they're stacked like that is because Killjoy has a turret in the back of Hookah. So this way if someone pushes in, they know someone's Hookah and they can reposition and get ready for Hookah push. So the turn hasn't went off yet, so they just know that someone 100% is going long. At least one is going long. Plus they got darted. So all they have to do is focus long right now. They don't even have to worry about Hookah until someone pushes in, which is really, really smart. Plus, Silva shot that arrow, so they know there's people there. One thing that Shinobi did right here was he smoked to help his teammate out. I can't stress that enough. Like, if you're an Omen player or a Brim player, smoke out your team if they're in a shitty situation. Like, they already know they're going to push up, so just throw smoke. Just throw smoke where they're going to be pushing up at. Delay how they can push, because it's going to mess up when they push through smoke. So right now they know there's at least 2 long, because Sova threw his Al drone. You heard Raze. I really like that molly placement Shinobi had there, or not Shinobi, Mitch had there, because that delays the push. They can't push at all. It's like a perfectly placed molly. They can't push now. They're just stuck there. They both got picks right there, the Raze and the Killjoy. They both got picks there, Killjoy and Sova. Really good. They played really smart together. They both peaked at the same time, as you guys could tell, and they just sandwiched everybody. This should be an easy round win now. You gotta keep in mind, Killjoy has her ult now. It's just an easy round win from here. 5v3. They know there's 2 long now for sure. Unfortunately, they didn't account that Cypher was lurking right here, and so Shinobi took teleporter thinking it was clear, because they probably got comms that everybody was on site, but the Cypher was lurking and just got that easy kill. Mitch ult, so that's gonna screw over their Sova. They have the intel at Cypher's there. Just an easy round win, like just such an easy round win for them. Literally, this is the best team on Bind. Like, the way they play Bind is just so flawless. Like Killjoy's, the way they use the Killjoy is just so different than how every other team uses it. Because every other team will just like put the Killjoy bot like on site. The way they do it is to hold an angle, let them know if something's happening. They're gonna full stack an area. Like as you saw there, they full stack long. Like it's just so smart. Like it's just little things like that, you know. So then after that, they're gonna be broke again. So yeah, guys, they're just pretty much their economy is just absolutely destroyed after that one round. So now I'm just gonna go show you guys some highlights from like the key pivotal rounds now, because for the most part, Cloud9 just landslides them from here, guys. Alright, so guys, I want to show you guys this round right here. So Silvage's drone, he hit Phoenix, so he knows that he's at least there. I'm pretty sure you saw the raise with it as well. Silva drone there. So they already know that the Cypher's up here because the Cypher pushed in, and the... So right now, guys, I want to just show you guys this round right here. This is the next time MV was able to buy. They're all stacked long in here, alright? This time, Killjoy moves their turn right here. So that way it'll shoot if they somewhat peek hookah. And they're going to just full stack elbow here. He drones. I'm pretty sure he got to see the raise. He definitely saw the Phoenix. Pretty sure he saw the raise. So now they're going to get the comms telling them to rotate. Because there's at least two there. And so what they do is they fall back after that drone. They're just going to chill back here in elbow, which is a really smart strat. And then the Killjoy has nade stack for if he pushes out hookah. So if he pushes out hookah, there's nade stack there. So he's going to be delayed if he pushes. So you don't really have to focus that angle too much. You really have to focus long. That's one thing they're going to do quite like every round. Is they're going to just completely focus one area using Killjoy's utility.
Readapt that a little bit here, and even into this round, as they're being read here by Cloud9. Okay, they're trying to work out towards this long PS.
So let the Raze get the ulti. They're banking on her getting a pick, so in that way she'll have her ult point.
Again, but he could TP quite easily.
So the Silva's gonna drone right here. He gets the intel that there's one there. Now they know there's two there because they saw that Silva dart. But it doesn't matter. They just get the pick. Big ult. They get to know that there's a lot of people there because that Phoenix ult and everything. So they tell the Raze to rotate. The Raze just gets an easy ult kill there. TenZ, I don't even know where TenZ comes from. TenZ is just nuts. Like he just like, I'm pretty sure TenZ just, let's see what TenZ did. I think he just swung around and killed them from that angle. So they have like 3 people like looking at this angle. There's nothing they could do. They were just sitting ducks right there. I want to see what TenZ does here. I didn't see what TenZ did. Hi, babe. You're making a YouTube video. I'm gonna come. Let me finish making this YouTube video. I am. I'm doing a YouTube video. I love you. So yeah, guys, TenZ swung wide like I thought before, and so like with the Raze peeking this angle, then you got Solo peeking this angle, you got him there. Like they're just screwed. Killjoy backed up to play her nades in case Cypher pushes out. Like that's just the way they play. It's just so smart. They literally got peeked from 3 angles on long. Like 3 angles on long they got peeked by. That's insane.
Bit of an interesting decision. Showstopper, and it's perfect right on the money as Caboose.
And they know the Cypher's in there. Like Cypher's done. Silva's just gonna run away. Silva's gonna TP. Now I want to break down what happens here. So hold up. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to fast forward this on YouTube. There we go, right here. So they got the plan, alright. You got TenZ flank going on the flank right here. He hits the tripwire, so he's automatically gonna know one person on flank because the Cypher's gonna give the comms. Then you got all the rest pushing here. So TenZ just leers, hoping that he can get some sort of intel off that or just kill the dude. He gets a nice kill there. I'll give crashes. That was a good kill. That was smart how you peeked the leer. Then after this, he's gonna throw the arrow. Okay, he throws the arrow, so he knows someone's there. So he's completely focused right here because he's heard the shot and he saw the shot, so he knows someone's there. Okay, so that's really smart. What he does, this is huge. He jumps right here to get intel, and it's gonna throw him off because he's gonna have to like respect that he jumped. So it throws him off a little bit. Like, watch this crosshair clip. It gets thrown off because that jump. See? It got thrown off because that jump. And just because that little throw, the Ray swings, bro. Perfect, bro. Like, textbook, bro. Like, that's insane, bro. That little jump literally just threw off his whole aim. That's insane, bro. And it gave the intel. Like, the way they play, these guys play is just insane, bro. Like, absolutely insane. So, guys, it's ended up being 8-4 at half. Like, they just got steamrolled on defense. Like, absolutely steamrolled. There was nothing they could do. Literally nothing, guys. The thing I want to highlight is the way that Cloud9 plays offense. The way they play offense is, like, insane. So, the major thing I want you guys to take from this game, or from that first half, guys, because it's 8-4 at this time, is that because they lost that second round, their economy was just in a snowball effect the whole time. That's why it was 8-4. They could never get a really good full buy until like really late in the game. That's when they started winning rounds that they got a good full buy. So because Cloud9 won that second round, it just completely screwed their economy for like the next like 5 rounds. So that's like massive, guys. So like economy is a big thing in the game. Alright, guys, so we're gonna look at their buys. Mitch is gonna buy abilities and a frenzy as usual. So he's gonna buy like he's gonna buy a bomb, then his alarm bot. He's gonna use those for flank, his alarm bot for flank. He's always putting something on the flank, which is something you need to do if you're playing any sort of sentinel. And Shinobi's gonna buy ghost, then he's gonna buy teleport, flash, typical omen buy. Recommend buying that all the time with your omen. Then Vice is gonna buy a ghost. I'm not sure what his abilities are, I haven't really checked yet. I imagine he buys Aldrone and that's it with the ghost. That's honestly a pretty good buy. I usually buy one shock dart with light shield and then the Aldrone, but he probably just went Aldrone and ghost. Not a bad buy, honestly. Relic's gonna go satchel and then her boombot, and then TenZ is just gonna go ghost and full abilities and one flash.
Round on a retake, and they still were able to win that. Until then, the economy was so difficult for Envy to
Let's
get
see
it
how they
right.
play this, guys.
And pull in a couple of rounds that they needed. But 8-4.
So I really like the smoke that Shinobi threw right here, bro. It's such a good smoke. It's gonna smoke off heaven, and then it's also gonna smoke off a little bit backside right here like this. Then he throws another smoke there, so they have no intel for short. Shinobi's gonna immediately teleport. They're gonna make it look like it's a hit, and then they're gonna have 2 people TP. Shinobi's just gonna go long here. Pretty much what they're doing now is they're just playing super spread out and playing for picks, seeing like who's playing where and how they're playing the site, which is really smart. So they have Raze just watching showers in case someone pushes up. Then they're going to have Sova just watching short, see if anyone pushes up. And then what they're going to try to do is force up B as much as they can, because they know everyone's going to be super spread out right now just based off how they did that.
Amounts to an easy comeback because, again, this is a map that Envy is comfortable on. And
Envy is playing really well, though, with how they're holding still. They have 2 here and then 3 there. Really smart. No one's being super overly aggressive. Everyone's just chilling.
So that we can practice fine.
I really like this turret spot that Killjoy put, because if someone TPs, it's going to hit them. That's pretty big on pistol round because nobody can really heal. So that's really big. Chip damage is massive on pistol rounds. So like Raze and Killjoy are super overpowered on pistol rounds.
For seeding. So of course it's a tweet, but at the same time it shows how Cloud9 knows how to compete.
And I was wrong. Vice actually sold last second. He ended up buying an Aldrone and a shock dart. Like that's what I usually do as well as Sova, because your Aldrone is so important in this. So he's gonna Aldrone short A and just try and get some intel, see if anyone's playing, how people are playing. Unfortunately, he didn't see anyone there, but luckily the Ray shot, so he knows one person's there for sure. He doesn't know who it is. Shinobi was just waiting for one smoke to pop up, which is what he was doing. Now he's gonna smoke, elbow, help his team, everyone that's long. They just swung together and just annihilated her. Like 3 people swinging at one time, you're not gonna be able to do anything against that. Like that was just so smart. After that one pick, they know there's most likely gonna be 1 to 2 people on site, so they're just gonna go full send because they have 3 people there already. So they're just gonna go full send up long. Mitch just goes balls deep. They didn't clear this corner, but luckily Relics checks it last second and kills them. Shinobi was just holding TP from when the TP'd. He got 1 pick. That was really smart because they knew that they were gonna have to like rush in. That was so smart by Shinobi just to hold that. But then Mummy traded, which is pretty crazy. And like I was saying before, that turret right there, big money turret right there because they knew someone was going to TP. That turret's going to do a little chip damage at Omen. It's going to add up over time. And they also get the intel that people are just pushed out teleporter, which is pretty big. So now it's a 4v2. There's not much they're going to be able to do. Reyna just lures there. Reyna's in, like, TenZ just in such a good spot right there. Unfortunately, he just peeks. He should honestly, TenZ should just held that angle, but he peeked, died, but he got the intel for his team, and his team just trades him because they know they're both there now based off that. But honestly, TenZ could have just probably held there and just gotten 2 easy kills. But I mean, really well played overall. Like absolutely perfect round. Now it's just gonna be like they're just gonna storm him from here. Like these guys are just gonna buy heavy shield with their ghosts. The other 3 are gonna buy. Alright guys, so what happens here is the Sova jiggle peaks. If you guys don't know what jiggle peeking is, it's this right here. It's where you go like this, and then there's 2 different types you can do. You can do like a counter strike jiggle peek like this. That's one jiggle peek. So that way they're not gonna be able to get your head. They can only hit your shoulder or your arm, so you won't lose that much damage if you do take a bullet. And there's this jiggle peek, which is what he did. He just went like that. First, what that does is like there'll be a little question mark in the top left on your mini map saying there's enemies there. You really don't have to see them, but it'll show on the mini map. That or people will shoot at you. So you just get the intel that people are there. So Sova did that. But luckily Cloud9 was pre-firing that angle. So they hit him a little bit. They hit him just a little bit. So now they know at least 2 people are there. MB does. So Shinobi, I don't know if you guys saw that or not. Shinobi flashed from back here into hookah. You can do that. A lot of Omens will do that, or breaches will do that. They'll flash straight in like that, and that flashes all the hookah. So if there's anyone playing hookah, they're gonna be blind. They do that. Then their raise is just gonna double satchel onto site. That's what almost every team's doing with the raise now, is entering with the raise with double satchel like that. So raise is there. All right. Then you got Reyna, Killjoy here, and then you got Omen Sova here. Raze is on site. It's like she's just balls deep on site. Then you got the Lear going right here, so really no one can peek anything. You got the Sova stuck in the smoke on elbow. Then you had another smoke go to CT. They just have pretty much site. Like site's pretty much in their hands right now. Like all 5 of them are essentially on site right now. They have 3 for sure, but like these 2 are about to get on site. Like site is completely theirs right now. They had that arrow, so they know that one's back there. Like they just have 1 unknown pretty much. Like this should be an easy win for them. The Phoenix flashes. He gets the audible cue, just turns on him, just absolutely annihilates him. Reyna just got the luckiest shot through smoke, bro. Like she just sprayed and prayed and killed Crashies. That was insane. And then he just just gets a lucky arrow because he's guessing someone's playing in there, which is typical. Gets a sick arrow, gets a lot of damage on him. They're just like screwed, bro. Like, what can you do there, bro? They put the turret there, so now they know someone's pushing. Now they know people are there. They all, based off the turret shooting, like, well, like, bro, I don't even know what you can do here, bro. The arrow's there, so they push out. They know. There's nothing they can do, bro. Literally nothing. There's literally nothing they can do. They got the arrow, that 2 pushed out. They're just screwed, bro. Like the way they played that is just so, I can't get over how good Cloud9 is, bro. Like especially on offense in this map, bro. Like their offense is like top tier on this map. Like what can you do there, bro? Like actually what can you do? There was literally nothing they could do. Everything was covered. Every angle was held. It's just insane, bro. Like they're just crazy, bro. Alright, so they ended up getting that last round win, but they lost a lot of people. So they still can't really full buy. They can't full buy at all. So they're still on like a really poor buy. So if Envy can win this round, they could honestly pull back. But the thing is, they're not. But if Envy did end up winning this round, though, they could easily pull this game back completely because their eco would be pretty bad. All right, so right here, they're gonna play super aggressive with the Raze. They all run away. She gets hit with the Cypher Cam, so now they 100% know that she's in bathroom. She's stuck there. But the Raze doesn't know that the Sova's there. So now the Sova's gonna kind of push back. but then he decides not to after he sees that they died in there. The Rays died in there. So now they're gonna try and these three are gonna group up, and then Rain's gonna play for map control, see if anything's B at all, see if anyone's pushing up based off that one pick. So it's a 45. Reyna didn't see anyone push up, so what she's gonna do is just group up with her team now. He jiggle peeks that. They shoot. They get flashed, but they get a lucky shot through smoke. Sylvie gets a lucky shot through smoke. They start smoking everything off. Reyna teleports. She's baiting the teleport. She wants to see if anyone else teleports or follows. Now they have to respect that teleport now. They ought to respect that teleport and stay B. But some are going to have to stay A too because they don't know if anyone's there because of all that utility usage. So they're all trying to rotate back to B now, which is super smart. There's only 2 on B now, 2 A. So it's now they're all 4 going to push here. That arrow's god tier. Got him backside. They just fire through it. They know the Phoenix is there. He's dead. They know Omen TP, so Omen's gonna either be long or in hookah. Like, just so easy how they played this, bro. TenZ got a lucky shot through smoke. Oh my gosh, bro. Alright, now they know one's long. They know where they're both at. This is an easy win for them. Like, easy win for them. That's it, boys. So as you guys can see, Cloud9 is clearly the best team on bind in A. Like, I don't even know, bro. Like, the way they play that is just so genius. Like, so smart, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, can you guys please drop a like and a comment? I very much appreciate it. Also subscribe. I will be streaming Sunday night most likely. I might stream tomorrow night. Depends on how I feel. I got work this weekend, but for sure I'll be streaming Sunday night. Appreciate you guys for watching. I am out. Adios.
I used to feel so devastated.